So have you ever experienced buffering on your Amazon Fire TV? It can be very frustrating when you're trying to watch something and you're consistently getting buffering. Possibly your Amazon Fire TV could be lagging. It could be a major delay in your user experience. So if you ever wondered if you can fix that, I'm here to tell you there is a way to fix that. I have a few tips and tricks that I want to show you today to fix and eliminate your Amazon Fire TV buffering. Let's go and dive into it. So the very first thing that you want to do on your Amazon Fire TV is restart your Amazon Fire TV. Sometimes this relieves certain things, but it normally should be at least your very first step. So on the Amazon Fire TV, you have this remote or any Amazon Fire TV remote that you have. And if you're not aware, there is a shortcut to restart your Amazon Fire TV. You can do it through the user interface, or you can just simply hit the center button and the play button. Just hold it down for 5 seconds. So we're just going to hold the play button and the center button for 5 seconds, and this is going to restart our Amazon Fire TV. Your Amazon Fire Stick is turning off. You give it a moment to load and you allow it to reboot itself and come back up. And then we'll be right back on the Amazon Fire Stick home screen. Alright, so everything is back up and running after I've done a full restart on the Amazon Fire TV. The next thing we want to go ahead and do is just go to the settings. Come over here to network, click on network, and then you want to find your internet connection. So whatever your internet router is called, you want to find it in here, select the Wi-Fi that you're connected to, and then the next step, we want to click the play button on our Fire Stick remote. So you'll click the play button on the Fire Stick remote. And then in here, we're just going to run a simple speed test, and you can do an advanced speed test or you can just do a simple speed test. So I'm going to go ahead and just run a simple speed test. I'm going to click on run speed test on the right hand side and select that center button. You're going to give this a moment to load, and in the top right hand corner is going to display our internet speed. Why is this important? Because internet speed plays such a key role in the performance of this Amazon Fire TV, because it does only run strictly over the internet and through Wi-Fi. So we have our internet speed back. It says 326 megabits per second. Wi-Fi ranges from anywhere from 25 megabits per second all the way up to 1,000 megabits per second. So you have to gauge, and you want to kind of fall within the middle of that. If you can get 500 megabits per second, that would be outstanding. But if you can get at least 100 megabits per second, that'll guarantee you a nice quality experience. Everything should flow and you shouldn't get too much delay or lag. So that's very important and critical to have at least maintained 100 megabits per second. So if your Amazon Fire TV is still running slow, is still lagging, is still buffering, and we can do this with 1 or 2 apps, I'm going to go to the search bar so I can search an app. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to type in BAC. We can do this with background apps processing list app. You'll see it toward the bottom there, but if you type in K, put a K on it, it should be the second search result that says background apps and process lists. This app comes in handy. If you click on it, you want to open up background apps process lists. Go ahead and open this up. And then this is going to list out every app that's running in the background of your Amazon Fire Stick. So even if you think your Amazon Fire Stick is not doing anything, it literally is running all of these apps in the background, and that's taking up all of that internet connection and resources of the device, because now those resources are not dedicated just to one specific app. It's dedicated to all 25 of these applications running in the background. So once again, we can force close each one of these apps one by one just by simply coming up here at the top. It says close all apps. You want to click on that button. It says close all apps, and it's going to take you through a sequence of closing and force closing each application that's open. So I'm going to click force stop. All we have to do is click the back button, and then once I do that, it cycles to the next app, and I can force close this one, and I can continue to go through the process of closing each and every app. Force close, hit the back button, force close, and hit the back buttons. So you kind of get the pattern. We're closing apps, basically all the apps that are running in the background, to free up the Amazon Fire TV's resources. That way it can be dedicated to one app. So I did mention before we started, this is one or two ways that you can do it. There's also this app here, DefSquid. Before I force close it, I want to open it up just so I can show you what this app can do. If you click on launch application and you come over here to manage, this is where things get very easy and user friendly. So it has a list of all the apps running in the background, and it's a simple, is it green? Is it highlighted green and says force stop? It is. We would just simply click on force stop. It's very easy. You come down here, click on force stop, and then click the back button. It's the same exact process, but you kind of get a more better user experience, and you also have additional tools in here. So once you have all of these apps force closed, you're going to see a massive performance increase, and you will notice a difference because your Amazon Fire TV can really slow down when you're running more than at least 5 apps in the background. And then once you have everything closed, you want to go ahead and take advantage of a lot of these other apps in DefSquid. Within this app, they have a malware scan that you can take advantage of. All you have to do is simply click on Start Deep Scan. It starts to run a deep scan on all the apps that you have installed on your Amazon Fire Stick, and it'll tell you exactly which apps are being affected by malware at the very bottom once it's done with the scan. And then not only that, you have a booster in here. So if you wanted to boost your device by clearing cache and resetting files that you don't think about, those temporary files, but you can also get rid of those by using the boost feature. You have to give it access, click on allow, and then it says, do you want to delete old APK files? So if you're used to installing APKs like, Cinema HD, Nova, all those third-party apps, you want to delete those old APK files that are just sitting there. So you don't need those files to be installed on your device. You can simply delete those. So you click on yes, and then it starts to clear all of those cache on the apps that you no longer need those cache files on. And then also, even though we ran a speed test through the Amazon Fire TV, they also give you a tool at the top left to do a speed test as well using speedtest.net. So you can see it does a speed test for you as well over here, a little bit more better user experience once again, and everything is all in one location. So definitely think about this app when you're trying to think about the best method that you should use to maintain your Amazon Fire TV on a daily basis. So once again, if you're still experiencing buffering on your Amazon Fire TV, you want to do this step here. This always comes in handy. If you come over to the settings and we come down to My Fire TV, click on My Fire TV. You want to come down here where it says About, click on About, and then in here you're going to have check for updates. And most of the time, if you're on like a really old OS, you haven't used your Amazon Fire TV in a while, there may be some updates, and you want to come down here and click on check for updates. It immediately checks, but sometimes you do get a download update and you want to install and download those updates if you do get a prompt. So as you can see, I'm prompted here. It's going to download the latest and greatest and fix all of those bugs if anything was previously buggy and eventually fixed. So alright, and then you would simply get install update. You click on install update and allow it to go through that process to get everything up to date. So once again, if we did all of that and none of it fixed those issues that you're having with your device, this is what you can do. So you want to come over to Amazon and you want to think about and consider upgrading your Amazon Fire TV, because 9 times out of 10 also, if your device is older than maybe 1 or 2 years, it's outdated technically as far as streaming sticks go, because everything is progressing so fast and things get more and more memory and device hardware upgrades. So you definitely want to always consider upgrading your device. The 4K Amazon Fire Sticks you can grab right now for under $40, so that's definitely a steal if you're in the market for a newer device and maybe a better user experience. So those are the steps that I use in 2025 to maintain my Amazon Fire Stick on a daily basis. I hope some of those steps were able to assist you with anything that you had going on with your Amazon Fire TV. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.